chains go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check cause I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. Now leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing.
What up, man?
I'm here for a reason, to deliver a message. And I'm gonna articulate it the best way I can to you, but I am gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I am not sparing. I can't help how people feel in life, right? Anybody?
Oh Lord.
Here you go. Don't worry. I don't.
Say that.
No, cause I'm the hostess with the mostest. Like, come on now, we gotta put some butter on it. He's not stubborn. He knows that you got to go with the flow and be like water. That's not stubborn. He has no containment. He is the containment.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we about to get into it. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. Liz B, what up, sis? Appreciate you. What up, Nine? Appreciate you, my 33 brother. I am resting. I am relaxing. It's all good. My wife made me get on. But yeah, I ain't gonna be on too long. But this was something on my heart, and I wanted to share something with y'all, and we can kind of look at it in real time. So I thought it would be dope. And if I didn't do it tonight, I probably would have forgot about it tomorrow. I am working on a couple shows for y'all. As y'all can see, I didn't pay my StreamYard bill because, I don't think I'm going over to OBS. I just got to get the audio right. I'm not paying $50 a month. It ain't worth it to me. And I ain't making money on here anyway. So, no, I'm using all free stuff. But anyway. Yeah, man, I said this. I repeat this. This is one of the things I constantly try to drill into people's head. If you don't control your emotions, someone else will, right? So we all know for every action, there's a reaction, right? But you have to understand what is the cause of the reaction. Not understand what the cause, what the effect of the reaction is. Once you understand the effect of a reaction, then you will go to the cause. And when you go to the cause, you'll understand a lot of times people do stuff to get you to react. So if you react to what people do, ultimately they're in control. So when I say if you don't control your emotions, someone else will, that's what I'm talking about. You know, people will do things to make you react. And once you react, the effect of that react can be adverse to you. It can be detrimental to you. But what caused that reaction? The action. And people want people to hold themselves accountable for the action, right? This person did this to me. That's why I did this. So they should be held accountable. It's their fault. No, it's your fault. Because You can't hold somebody accountable for something they intended to do. And this is why we must control self, because ultimately that's the only thing we can control is self. So when people say, oh, I just had a reaction, we have to get to a point where we respond. Understand the difference between reaction and response, because a response is a thoughtful, you think out what you're going to do before you do it. Meaning you observe the situation and you look for the best course to take. A reaction is impulsive, capricious, it's emotional. That's why a lot of times when we react and we had time to think, we like, man, we shouldn't have did that. But if you would have thought about it while you was in the moment, you wouldn't have did it. And a lot of times, like I said, people do things for you to react. And once you react, now they're in control. So when I say you have to control your emotions, you have to understand and identify people doing things intentionally. Right. And I got a show coming up. I'm going to talk about inductive, deductive, and abductive reasoning. And this show should give you some of the tools to identify people's intentions and motives, right? So, yeah, we're going to do that probably Saturday, either Friday or Saturday. But if you don't control your emotions, someone else will. And I want to share something with y'all. I want to review it with y'all. Anybody want to hit the panel, you're more than welcome to come up. Huh? Oh, okay. I'm looking at this message. So this is from Fresh and Fit, right? I don't want to speed it up. We're just going to keep stopping it. Hold on, what is going on? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. My bad. Hold on. I made the wrong screen little. There we go. All right.
So I'm gonna make two claims and that's it. First claim is you're calling me a racist, but the thing is you probably never even experienced a real racist person in real life, because the real racist people, you can tell they're racist. They wear it on their sleeve. I mean, hey, nigger. They're pretty, but this just shows how
racists don't say nigger no more. Y'all act like y'all are one. You know exactly how to not look and give us no type of look in the eyes. I don't know what racist is as a black woman in America.
As a Jewish American, like come on.
You're 18 years old, girl.
I'm still smarter than you.
Yo, I told you you're gonna get the last word. Chill, man.
All right,
what the hell? Go ahead, finish your point, and then you could go.
All right, this just shows how the.
So again, we having conversation, we having dialogue. I've talked about this many times. Effective communication. If I'm trying to convey myself to someone, I have to take into account not to say things that may trigger them or put them in a defensive state, because once that happens, people stop listening and they only hear. And when people hear, they usually listen for trigger words, things that trigger them. What triggered her, you see she was quiet up to the point when she said, up until she said, you may have never experienced racism. Go to some of these countries. So she's telling her about her own experience. And being a melanated person, especially when I was younger, when people tried to tell me about my own personal experience, I felt some type of way, and a lot of times I reacted in the manner that she did. And this is why it's important to pay attention, because when people do say words that trigger you, now you need to understand before you react or even respond. What you need to understand if it's intentional or non-intentional, right? Because if it's intentional, now you're aware, okay, they're trying to get me triggered. They're trying to get me to act out of my normal character, right? So that's important too.
United States, by the way, because America is a continent, it's constructed of 3 different countries. So when the United States, this is just showing how plush and fabricated you are in life. That you can sleep in your bed at night. You don't have to worry about going.
You can clearly see she's using that homonym. She's not talking about the information, but more or less talking about the girl. She telling her how her life is. Gaslighting. That's what she's doing. So now this is intentional. She's trying to get a reaction out of me. This is what we have to identify, especially when we put ourselves in spaces where we don't have control over.
Going into the field or being a slave, like you don't have to worry about that. And you're calling me a racist, but go to a real racist state, please, and then go and come back to me and say what you think about me. And number 2, you're saying that I came into the room with some type of presence, this and that. I'm sorry. I actually talked to you, tried to uplift me actually, because I was a little bit nervous from being here. My confidence level was low. So you know what? I feel kind of hurt.
Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown, how you doing, brother?
I'm chilling like a villain. What's going on with you?
Man, chilling. I was watching this clip earlier and I was like, yeah, I want to break this down. I want to have a conversation about this because this is a perfect example how, especially like in a space like this on Fresh and Fit, like these women don't know they being set up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like people understand, especially people with intentions to do it. They understand how to get reactions out of people. And like I said, this young lady, this is no longer dialogue. This is an argument. You're telling someone else about their own personal experience. Right away I would identify and I would have called her out on it. Me personally, I would have called her out on it. Her methods, what she's doing. And I asked her, what's her intention? If we're here to talk, then why are you doing all this? But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm intrigued on how, you know what I always say, the biggest lie that was ever told to us was sticks and stones when we break our bones, but words will never hurt. Well, if words don't hurt, how does it trigger something into making you feel a way? That's hurting you. People have to understand that that's a real life thing. I heard somebody say that earlier today, and I was just like, that ain't true, but it's not my place for me to, my intent can't trump nobody's feelings. I could say one thing, but if it makes you feel a way because I said it in a way, then words do actually hurt you. See what I'm saying? So people have to understand like what surroundings they're going into. This is another reason why, we try to make it a comfortable place for people to come in and have conversation, have the dialogue, not a debate, but to have a conversation, because you could be heard, you could be heard and listened to be understood, and not to be reactive on this side of town. So, that's one of the things that, we as a society have to work on.
Definitely. And even looking at this young lady body, because I was listening to it, I wasn't really watching it earlier. I was just listening, and just looking at her body language now, she's showing how uncomfortable she was, how insecure she is. She's showing that within her body language. Because I would have been looking this girl right in the face, like I would have been looking her right in the eyes while she was saying all this BS. But I'm gonna go play it.
That you were kind of siding with her when you knew that I was talking to you in a sweet way, that I show my vulnerability
I
to
show
you.
love to
Hold
everyone.
on, and then I moved away from you because you stink, bro. I literally told the girl to spray Febreze. I'm sorry, I would never want to shame you, but you got me to this point, bro. Like, I can smell your body odor from here. Like, please, there's deodorant in the bathroom. Like, I thought it was me. I was sniffing myself 5 different times. It's you. And we sprayed Febreze.
I'm gonna let her.
Bitch, I smoke weed, you dumbass hoe. Some shit you
body
can't
odor
even do.
onions. I don't know what type of onion weed you're smoking.
You dumbass bitch. And
Yeah, she to should trigger her. And my question would be why. And you go hear later on, why they wanted her triggered, prove a point, to fit a stereotype. And people fall into it all the time. I say it on here. I mean, there's a bunch of people who fall into the stereotype. It's easy to make a black woman angry. I can do it if I chose to. And all I got to say is, well, there you go. You know what I'm saying? I can make a white woman, I can make anybody angry, but it's easy to trigger black women, and a lot of times that's what people do. But anyone can be triggered, and what anybody trigger, what they go into defensive. They go get angry. All the angry black woman, yeah, she pissed off because you done did something. Was she in this state before you met her? Before you encountered her?
I don't know. I'm starting to observe that all you got to be nice. All you got to do, some of these women, is be nice, and they just get triggered just because you're nice. What you up to? What you want? What you trying to get into? What like? Wow, you never had a nice person around you. It's some things that's going on around here that I'm observing, and it's not good. Because if somebody nice triggers you, then we got some other issues to worry about.
Now, even like touching on that aspect, right? You being nice to a woman and she's suspecting like you up to something. That's past trauma they ain't dealt with because they had somebody. You know what? This is well, they had someone love bomb them or manipulate them through their emotions of caring or being one to be loved, one to be desired. So now every time someone are nice to them, they trigger because it's not even you. What you being nice to them put them back in that space where the trauma happened to them at. So it's not even technically you, it's them. And what most people don't understand is even with that, you're right. People have to take accountability because if someone was nice to you and tricked you or bamboozled you, that's still you. You fell for it. That ain't nobody else's fault. That's your fault. You fell for it. And instead of learning, you just assume now that everyone being nice is up to that. That's just the perception you have of people being nice to you now. So I was going to do another show tonight called Learning is Healing. And I'm gonna do it later, but talking about learning from our traumatic experiences is how we heal, and when we heal, that's when elevation occurs. Because I'm gonna use myself for an example. My stepfather stabbed me, right? My brother pointed a gun and kicked me in the head, and now I'm legally blind. It's people closest to me hurt me, but I don't keep everyone out my circle because of that, but I am aware that anybody is capable of anything, but that does not prevent me from allowing people to be close to me. Now I look for the signs, and I make people earn it. So instead of being traumatized by it and spreading that trauma to other people, I just learned from it, and by learning I healed. I understood, anyone is capable of anything, but at the same time, anyone is capable of doing right by you too. So it's just the individual. It's not people in general. It's just the individual. So I take things by individual cases now instead of putting blankets.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm just, about the ones that they're so hurt that they don't come from behind that wall or that fence or however they want to call it. That every time you going to experience something, it has to be on a negative side of a thing. That's the scary part, And for me, when that happens, I have to fall back, not because I don't care. It's just because I don't know if I'm doing any. Because if you triggered behind somebody, just being concerned or compassion or whatever, I can't because that's a trigger for you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, how does that work? Obviously I don't fit in your area. I mean, I won't disappear, but you have to be ready to receive the calmness, the politeness, and all of those things. If you're not ready to receive that, I won't. I'll be a liability. I won't be an asset. So that's when I step away from things like.
Yeah, I definitely think. Me personally, yeah, they get work to do. You know, when people we all got work to do, but some of us got more work than others, and you know, I don't want to be in the way while you work. So, holler at me when you straight. That's how I am, man. That's just like I said. I'm not gonna traumatize nobody with my trauma, and that's what people tend to do. You know, that's how good people turn bad. So. I'm play a little bit more of this.
Even if it is my fucking armpits, okay. You're a human, bitch. Are you fucking perfect? I want you to know karma is a motherfucker. I clean my vagina. And everything that you're talking about right now, I clean mine too, bitch. Everything you're talking about is making you look exactly like who you are. You can't make me feel less than who I am. You can't make me stop doing what the fuck I came here to do. This shit is not gonna fuck with my confidence. It's actually gonna.
What do you hear?
Yelling. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like when I'm gonna keep playing it, and then I'm gonna ask you, what do you hear?
Gonna put me on, you stupid ass bitch. And
I'm
even if it is my fucking armpits, okay. You're a human, bitch.
And when she, I want you to listen to this part, and I want you to, you know, tell me what you hear.
Are you fucking perfect? I want you to know karma is a motherfucker. I clean my vagina. And everything that you're talking about right now, I clean mine too, bitch. Everything you're talking about is making you look exactly like who you are. You can't make me feel less than who I am. You can't make me stop doing what the fuck I came here to do. This shit is not gonna fuck with my confidence. It's actually gonna put me on, you stupid ass bitch. Put you on some deodorant. You're actually giving me more clout than you're gonna get. You're gonna make yourself look stupid because that's the agenda, dummy. We're all on this camera, and the fact that you're sitting here acting like you're so for women and you're so this and you're so that, but you're over here talking shit to someone who is literally the opposite of you. You're a white woman with black hair and I'm a black woman with blonde hair. Look at the irony in that. You're a human being and I'm a.
Did you pick anything up from her?
I'm trying to figure out what I was trying to figure out what triggered her to say. I mean, I know what, you know, it started when, you know, I was talking to you and, you know, you helped me, you helped encourage me. And then all of a sudden we get on the stage and I'm attacking you. So I'm trying to figure out what is the ulterior motive behind the whole thing. Cause if she encouraged you, why would you get up there and bomb her like that? And then, you know, she's so defensive. The sister with the glasses, she's so defensive. I don't even know what her point is. Is she even trying to make a point? So I'm all over the place. So if I'm missing something, I'll grab onto it. But this is the clip just started off crazy. I don't even know where they're going with it.
755, what up, sis? Hey, I just got my package. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. I wanted to show my wife first. I appreciate you. I put it up on the shrine with my mother-in-law's urn. I appreciate you, sis. 755 in the building. Appreciate you. So when she was saying, she basically told her like, you're not going to knock my confidence down. You're not going to stop me from. So what she was doing, that's what triggered her. She feels like she's being held back by a white person. She feels like this white person is putting her down, trying to make her. So I don't know the young lady, but from what I'm getting from it, she's been through some type of experience in life where she felt like white people was holding her back or holding her down. But that's
yeah, I seen that her body language. I seen that with the young lady, the young lady with the glasses. Her body language, like she tied her shoulder to her. So she ain't even trying to hear us. So that's why when the young lady said, well, I was actually speaking to you and you encouraged me. And I'm like, and then she's like, I'm like that with everybody. So which way are you? Are you the one that's encouraging? Or are you the one that's on the defensive? Are you both? Are you neither? Like, which one are you? So that's why I'm so confused, because I'm like, wait, if she encouraged this young lady, and then the young lady comes back and bomb her, and she's already on the defensive because she's not even looking at us, she's not paying her no attention, her words don't mean nothing to her. What's going on?
I would have to, because this is just a clip. This is a 23-minute clip. I need to see. I'll probably go find the episode and see what happened before this. Something happened prior to this. They just got into the part where they was arguing and fighting. That's all they clipped. But we'll have to go back. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Go back and see what happened and triggered before this. Like why they got into it initially. Because, like you said, they was cool at first, and then the lights, camera, action. Now they beefing. So something had to happen prior. But yeah, she projecting her insecurities. And she's like, by telling her, it's like she's standing up to her insecurities by telling her, "You're not going to stop me from doing this. You actually, I mean, but she's not, bro. You can clearly see she emotionally, she's already there, man. You know, old girl already got control of her emotions, and like I said, it became intentional. You know, women are different from men. When men get mad, we want to break shit and destroy shit. When women get mad, they want to destroy the person, you know, mentally. You know, and that's what she's doing right now. Like you out of control. And the reason I say that is because not because of her actions or her attitude or anything like that. You're out of control because you allow this woman to affect how you feel inside, meaning your emotion. So by allowing her to affect it and you having a reaction, she is now in control. She can turn up or turn down anytime. You know, she can turn down and play the victim because you already reacted, or she can turn up and defend herself. But anyway it go, people will look at you because you the one who came off aggressive, the B word, all that. She was literally talking about you, yes, but you took it to the next level. So now you're going to look like you're out of control. And I'm only doing this as a critique. You know, I understand the young lady. I'm not going to say if she's right or wrong. Me personally, that wouldn't happen with me because I would have identified what was going on. Okay, I see what you're doing. And like I said, I would have called him out. I would have called him out right there. Like, oh, we doing that homonyms? I thought this was a discussion. So you're trying to trigger me. I would have called it out right then and there. So you attacking me, so you trying to trigger me. Oh, you just being passive aggressive, you gaslighting. And I will show you your gaslighting from the statement you made. Let's break down this statement. You know, I will show you. So no, it ain't no me telling you. No, I'm gonna show you. Because that put me in a defensive mode. So if you're intelligent enough to have a conversation, you should know not to put someone in defense because it turns into an argument.
Right.
So you're doing this intentionally. I would have just called her out. You don't have to get mad or nothing like that. You just got to understand. But you only can do that once you're in control. And that's why I say she's out of control right now. I'm going to play some more. Dee dee.
Look at that. You're a woman, and look at how I am literally sitting here calling you out for exactly who you are, black and white, bitch. I don't care. And you want to sit here and try to play in their hands. They're gaslighting.
They're smart.
And you're allowing them to be motherfucking, you're playing into the agenda.
No, I'm a Republican.
Good for you. And that's a demon. Say it again. Say it again. You're a demon. You're a registered demon. Oh my God.
I don't
yes.
know why I needed to get dragged into that, but I had nothing to do with it. I kept my vibes on good with everybody. So
yeah, she brought you
African people. Say all this shit about Africans. Say whatever the fuck y'all want. Y'all still want to fuck on black women just to take our energy and take it back to your fucking woman.
You see what I'm saying? Like she's showing like her insecurities by assuming what these people are doing. Like you have to show people what they're doing, because when you assume, I'm to make you look like you show people deniable, and this is leading up to the conversation we'll have later with inductive and deductive reasoning, because right now what the young black lady doing with the glasses is what we call abductive reasoning, and this is why it don't work with intellectual people. It's easy to debunk. And then, like I said, it's just me listening to her. Like I said, she's projecting her insecurities. Even if the people are doing that, you're not laying down no evidence that they're doing it. So it's a belief or a feeling. Women are emotional. So instead of sticking with the facts, people just go off of what they feel or what they believe. But let me play some more.
Hold on. Because here's the thing, right? I'm a piggyback off of you, right? So if that's her conclusion, if that's what they're doing, why is there no defense to what they're doing? If you know that's what they're doing, why are you adding fuel to the fire instead of putting the fire out by saying something like, well, I guess you right, or whatever, and try to diffuse the situation, hear her out some more, and then go ahead and have a conversation. But like you said, most women are emotional, and instead of them, playing great defense, which could turn into a better offense, they so offended that they just defensive. So I just wanted to say that. All right, I'm go back. Go ahead.
Going and make hater babies with suck
wait.
major dick, suck Trump stick. Actually, since that's
we
what
have
y'all
seen here
suck his
every
dick.
single stereotype about women in general happen in real time.
Good for y'all.
Just so happens that you happen to be black, and the way how you act is
it's the stereotype. It's because
true.
I'm literally taking on y'all's energy. I'm an empath, and I have no problem taking on y'all's energy, bro.
Look at
I'm
Candace
reading the
Owens.
room, and I'm feeling y'all's energy.
Look
Fuck
at
Candace Owens. She still famously got more money than your broke ass, bitch.
I love
because you
Candace
stay with your
Owens.
motherfucking parents. What the fuck is you talking about?
I'm saying,
get into the real
do you know who
world.
Candace Owens
I
is? Who
do.
is she?
She's a fucking politician that talks. She just want to talk to Cardi B, and what did Cardi B tell her ass? Bitch, don't talk to me.
And what is Cardi B? She was a stripper.
Cardi B is an ignorant piece of shit. She's not a piece of
man.
shit. I fuck with Cardi B. Let me not say that because
Really?
that's what y'all want us
The
to
one
say about our
who
people.
got paid by Kamala to
She's a
endorse
chosen
me.
one,
Okay.
bitch. For her to get on the beat and put fucking her transmute her energy into frequency, something you couldn't even fathom. She's a chosen one, bitch. You're an ignorant bitch.
Physics.
What? You don't even understand.
Oh man, it's hard for me to listen to this.
It's just incredible. It's incredible how they just try to be so. There's an expression that I used to my mother and my grandmother used to tell me. They used to say, "You so smart, you stupid." This is what it sounds like, right? They talking about physics and trans energy and all of this stuff, but yet y'all don't see the chaos that y'all sitting in the midst of. But I really want to punch this dude with the A on his little. I'm ready to fight him because he's a goofball. I see why you sitting there amping this on for what? What are you amping? I mean, obviously I know why, but why would you do that? You know that this girl gonna be triggered because she's been on your show obviously more than one time. So you knew this was gonna trigger her, and you just allowed this to happen. So I don't know how dudes can do this. If you're gonna help. If you're not, just stay out the way.
They helping themselves. Drama sells. This is all their content, bro. People like this drama.
It's gonna sound like I'm hating, but this is why they get 50,000 views, and we trying to do something different, and we get our regular numbers. You know what I mean? Our numbers don't gravitate because why? We trying to help. They trying to destroy and hurt and things like that, and it's just amazing. But I'm gonna be like her right now. I ain't giving up. It's gonna make me look better. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing. Go ahead.
My bad. Hold on. Where's the Okay, here we go.
The sense is you're 18. I graduated at 17.
You should go back to school.
And I graduated in Texas. How you getting your education in Florida?
Please take my place.
Dummy.
Take my place.
The fuck?
I'm just gonna look.
Everybody knows school is about how much information you can retain over a certain amount of time, but it's about your memory, you dumb bitch. The fuck?
How am I dumb?
You sound,
please, everything. Look, I would never argue. I would never argue you with something that I don't know.
All right, look.
I've been tired of her since I walked in the door, and I've been waiting to add your ass.
Is it because I'm white? Is it because I'm white? Or is it because
no, it's because you got a hater ass spirit. You're a hater ass bitch that was created by hater ass.
I love you. God bless you. Shut up. I'm sick of it. Shut up.
Sick of it.
Okay. So a lot of things were confirmed in that exchange. I hope the guys took notes. A lot of things.
And see this right here. What he's saying has facts to it, and this is what he's going to use inductive reasoning right here. But a lot of stuff he said has facts to it, but you can't blanket it over the whole female population. But I'm gonna let him say what he'll say.
Things that we talk about with female nature. If you guys notice, the women were able to pick up little nuances in behavior almost immediately upon sitting with each other for a few hours. That wasn't like intended. Obviously, we had the pay-per-view, or the Netflix series going on, and we had to, wait. But the girls spent a significant amount of time with each other. And, this really displays a lot of things we talk about in the podcast.
The fucking show. You would have been bored as fuck without my black ass in here. They already knew I was going to be a good show. That's why they was.
We would have been able to have a more productive conversation.
Excited to see you.
You gotta
shut the fuck up,
I'm talking, bro. You gotta be quiet.
Like,
man.
really, like the whole time you heard we had it, right? It was chill, it was relaxing, but the host is talking on his own platform. So what's up, Fresh?
And I'm just saying, like, just finish your point. Please.
Yeah. So, the things that we tell you guys all the time on the podcast.
We here. 1 2 1 2. Check.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay. I thought you saying something like, "Yo, we froze."
Oh no, I was talking. I didn't know until you said something. I didn't even know I was muted. So right there, we can state that the decorum of the show has been set. I didn't see the whole clip. I don't know if it was done before or prior to them having conversations, but we know for a fact right there, please don't talk when the host talk. He ain't say please. He told her shut the fuck up because she kept interrupting. But I'm not saying that was right, because that can trigger somebody. That can entice people to continue to interrupt. Especially if they're already up there. So, but he felt, everybody probably annoyed right now. But the fact of what I'm trying to state is the decorum of the show was set. Let the host talk. Don't talk while the host talk. So anything outside of that is interrupting the decorum. So again, like I said, she's already out of control.
It's about women reading,
stop
body language,
me, man.
And
if you want to leave, you can leave.
Women reading.
You ugly as fuck, man.
Chris, chill, man.
Thank you.
I think.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Please don't
What is wrong with you?
Thank you so much.
You're ugly as fuck, man.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, man.
All right. I'm gonna finish my point here real quick. All right. So
I
please
really
stop
appreciate it.
Everybody,
Thank you so
everybody
much.
Be quiet for 2 seconds. Again, on the podcast, we tell you guys all the time about female
Thank
nature
you
and how.
so much.
Yo, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
You demons.
What?
I've been nothing but respectful to you, despite the fact that you've been extremely loud, rambunctious, rude, masculine.
Masculine.
Now he's just about to go in on her. I'm not saying it's justified, but this is what I was saying too. You got into it with one girl and it carried over, and now she's getting into it with him. She has no control over her emotion. So even if that girl's intent was to make her look bad in front of everybody, or make her, that she winning, and now you lost.
Absolutely.
Oh, yo, I
extremely.
love it.
Extremely.
You are not
love it.
disrespectful to the platform, etc. Like, I've been very nice to you, giving you the last word on a bunch of different discussions because you feel that you're being,
yes, bro. What the fuck?
Throttled by a bunch of different women. Like, I've given you a bunch of different courtesies here, and you've been nothing but rude and disrespectful. So I'm just going to finish what I'm saying here. Okay. So like I said before, this showed a lot of the things that we talk about when it comes to female nature on this pod. I hope you guys are paying attention. And I think this is important for guys to realize that women pick out little nuances when they deal with each other. And if you guys notice, like, they were able to read certain cues and things that men would never have arguments about. Very interesting. Can you put your headphones on, by the way? So,
what's
going
on, bro?
Yeah,
I mean, y'all was arguing for the past hour.
That's fine. We can turn your volume down. But I think it's very important that the guys understand this. And yeah, that was female nature 101 for you guys. Holy shit, a lot of cerebral arguments.
You know the sad part?
What?
You're gonna see the show and say, "This is why I don't date black women. This is that reason." And you yourself can admit to this. There's stigma behind black women because they're loud, proud, and arrogant,
aggressive,
and aggressive. And you just made that real to them. Again, you, what's her name, Asian bitch, whatever, Asian doll.
Oh yeah,
same shit. I'm like, bro, like you keep making it worse for black women. And I'm like, now we wonder why we date white women.
Well.
Trigger alert! Trigger alert!
yeah, I'm triggered now. What the hell was that?
But look, bro, look, I'm sticking with facts, bro.
I got you.
She totally upheld the stereotype. I'm just being honest. She upheld it. I'm not saying she's wrong for it, because like I said, they triggered her. People pissed off, and that can be any woman who does that. Any woman can do that. But when it comes to black women, I'm trying to tell y'all that they do this intentionally. This is done intentionally to y'all, just so you can fulfill the stereotype. So black women, y'all got to be careful, man. Don't fall into these traps.
Is this lady in the white shirt? I think she's black, right? The one with the long sleeve, the one that he told to put the headphones on.
I believe so.
Why is he trying to trigger her?
Oh, he don't care. That dude, that black dude, like he from Africa. I think he from Africa, but they don't care about American black women. They dog American black women on the show, but.
No, I was talking about Fresh. He telling her to put the headphones on, like, yo, I don't want to hear it. She's trying to stay out of the mix. And you trying to throw her in the mix for what reason? I know you trying to keep it on the women, but we as men gotta be held accountable for this the stirring of the pot that we do a lot of the times too.
Bro, this whole show is that though, bro. That's why I don't deal with none of them. They intentionally bring women on here who won't be the best representation of a woman, and use them to edificate the personalities of a woman. What did he just say? This is women nature 101. If anything, at its rawest form. That's woman nature from an unmatured state. I can agree to that. But you can't say that's not a woman, that's not woman's nature. Because once a woman evolved from a female to a woman, they got control. You know, so you wouldn't see this out of a woman. But this is why you bring women on here who fit the criteria of the narrative you create. That's what they do.
And he word playing anyway, because you notice he ain't gonna say feminine because he can't say, trying to put it in the highest stage of a female attribute, which is a woman. Instead of, you can't call him a little girl because it's going, they're gonna cancel him. So they're destroying words. This is something that we spoke about not too long ago as well. The way that we misuse words and titles and things like that. Because ain't no woman, just like a man, right? A man ain't going to do whatever he got to do to stir a woman up to that level. A teenage boy might do it, a child may do it, but not a man. A man is going to make sure that everything is first of all, they disturbing the peace. So you must like that chaos in order for you to stir that up. So they're just playing with these words like it don't mean that to them, and that's a lot of our problems as well.
And that was all fact, bro. Because ain't no man about to do that, bro. I ain't about to. Once you wind the woman up, I'm straight. I must keep my woman as pleasant and happy as possible because I ain't trying to deal with it. So ain't no man. You know, this is what men do. We protect from foreign and domestic threats, even ourselves. You know, I was listening to this thing earlier when they say it's natural for men to cheat. No, it's not, because by nature we are protectors and providers. If we cheat, then we are not protecting our woman's emotions or conscience or her mind. We are actually harming it. So by nature, we are supposed to protect women even from ourselves. So there's no way it's natural for a man to cheat. If that was the case in the Bible, God would have gave Adam multiple wives. He gave him one. So.
Well, even with that, you got to have the provision to do that. And, you know, when you say provision, most people going to jump to finances. But you ain't even emotionally secure to do any of those type of things anyway. So they got to stop. Like I said, they got to stop with all of this. You know what I mean? You got to be able to withstand whatever the situation is. If you're going to have multiple women, you got to be able to withstand that. You got to be able to withstand their emotions. You got to understand they're not going to understand why you're doing it, especially in today's world. So when you got two women and you going outside and you got your window busted open, don't say who, what, where, when, how, or why, because you don't know what you're dealing with. So stop it. Everybody think they has a idea, but not everybody has an idea. So, you know, hey, Neffy.
Nefertiti, what up, sis? Growing what I eat. What up, though, bro? Appreciate you.
You know, it's just amazing how everybody got an idea, but they don't got a clue. That's just like them woke people. Everybody's woke, but they still daydreaming. So you're not awoke if you're still daydreaming. You're not awoke. You're still you're halfway there. You're a portion there. You're not all the way there. So we as people, we got to understand what it is. I ain't mean to talk this long, but go ahead.
I'm gonna play some more of it. I don't know if I'm gonna play the whole thing, but I'm playing some more of it.
I'll say this. You can't call someone racist and then use pejorative racist terms against them. Like, that's crazy. Like, she didn't really use racist terms against you. Like, you used all the racist terms against her. You called her white bitch, those other things. And it's like, man, it's just crazy to me. And look, I know you're saying, hey, you can't make me look like an ass or whatever. Like, look, you can watch the show back and you can, like, I know you're very riled up and angry right now, so you might be moving with your emotions. You use the term energy a lot and how you feel. But objectively speaking, like, this wasn't a debate. It was more about
so narcissistic.
Make blacks great again.
Fucking narcissistic.
Okay. What's narcissistic specifically?
You trying to fucking gaslight me by using my own words and my energy.
Bro, she keep falling into traps. She keep falling into traps. That wasn't narcissistic. I'm just being honest.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. Was it asshole-ish? Yeah, it was asshole-ish. Yes. But at the same time, he was speaking facts. So everything he said, there's nothing. He's not using your own words against you. You said those words. So now you're showing, if anything, you're showing narcissistic tendencies, and by playing the victim, because it's different forms of narcissism.
Mm-hmm.
What she's producing is communal narcissism. um, where she's playing the victim like from the beginning. Well, I can point out probably about 8 different things that prove my point that she did already. But again, she projecting, and she keep falling into their traps because I'm pretty sure that's why they brought her on the show, because she fits the stereotype that they wanted to project for their narrative on how black women are. So they go find one who fits the stereotype and get her to put on the show. So that's my belief, and I have to accept knowing it's 100% right, but. I watched enough to understand. Yeah, so that's what's going on right there.
Yeah, he's fresh and she's fit for the role. So yeah, they living up to the title. I understand.
What I'm saying against me, you, whatever.
You're literally doing with gaslighting.
Are you aware of the fact that if I was a narcissist, I wouldn't be able to like listen to you, see what you're saying, understand what you're saying, and then be able to say it back to you?
That is true.
If I was actually a narcissist, I'd be more concerned with my own personal experience, what was going on. I was listening to you fairly objectively, which is why I was trying to give you the last word and maybe
I'm not gonna
help you on this situation.
I never seen this.
Actually, you're not gonna lie because what I
again, that's not true. Narcissists listen to. Like I said, there's different forms of narcissism. What he's speaking of is grandioso. That's the most common narcissist we see, the one who inflates themselves. But you have the communists, you have I was on the tip of my tongue, the communal, you have the covert narcissist too. So covert narcissists, more or less, the communal narcissist, actually, the covert narcissist plays victim, right? The communal narcissist displays martyrdom, meaning they will produce something that look like a self-sacrifice, like they for the people, but they really not. So like it's different forms of narcissism. So even what he explaining is the grandioso, but he's more of a passive aggressive covert narcissist. That's why he get away with not being called a narcissist, because people only focus on the one form of narcissism, which is grandioso.
told y'all's main girl, whatever her name is, the Puerto Rican girl, I told this girl downstairs she wanted to leave. And that's who she was giving that word to about being calm, because I'm the one who gave her advice about not messing up her opportunity when she wanted to leave. Because this man is who I said doesn't fucking play. He's quick to tell you to get the fuck up. I could read that from his energy.
So imagine that.
Yeah.
And you're crossing, wait. And you're crossing him over. Like stopping him from talking.
I'm not trying to disrespect him. Like I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
She's never watched the show before.
Never watched the show, but I read his energy from he came in that room, because you never met an actual psychic or a person who's tapped into her spiritual side for real before. Okay. You never met someone with foresight.
I mean,
I'm sorry. This is no. I'm just being real, bro. I'm just being real. This is what this triggers me, when people, because I'm a practitioner, bro. I'm a practitioner. I don't talk a lot about it on here. I share some stuff, but when we talking about the spiritual and metaphysical, I am a practitioner. This is why I'm able to control my emotions, even when I can't. Y'all say I'd be like, all right, I'm getting off. That's me in control, because I know at some point I'm gonna do something that I'm gonna regret. So what's the best course of action? To get off. Okay. And usually I only do that because I don't want to disrespect someone. It's been times where I really like people on here, right? I'm not gonna say no name, but it was an older female on here, and I had a lot of respect. I still got a lot of respect for her, but we ain't in the space that we used to be, but we was there. And when I felt like I was being attacked, I was trying to talk. And once I seen there was no talking, I kept getting pushed, I got off, because I'm human. You only go push me so far before I say something, and I will prefer not to regret what I say. So before I do that, I'll just get off her. So that's control. So for her to say, she has foresight, she has this. You're not displaying none of it, because you should have seen or known or felt the energy, and you allowed that energy to corrupt you, because now you're acting. Well, I don't know her, so I don't know if you're acting out of character or if you're just being yourself. But it's not.
Let me ask you this question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this question, right? Because she said she got foresight and all of this, right? So she can do all this. So how can she do this? Can you do all of this and not have discernment if you can see what's happening coming in front of you?
I don't believe you can. Well, I'm gonna use the term belief, but if you this if you knew it was gonna rain, would you be upset when it rained? If you already knew it was gonna rain today, would you get upset when it do rain?
No, sir, because I'm gonna have an umbrella, a hood, whatever I need.
You'll be prepared for it. So for you to have all these gifts or tools that you're not using, because look how you're presenting yourself now, and you have to know that you're falling into this trap, this stereotype. You're falling right into it. And me personally, I don't know. All this can be scripted, honestly. We, even reviewing it, you'd be like, "Oh man, look, this really happened." No, all this can be scripted. She could have got paid to act like that, or for all I know. This is why I don't attach any type of emotion to anything, and I'm just breaking it down. Like, I'm not saying she wrong or right. I'm just talking about what she doing. I don't care about wrong or right. I just see what exists. So what exists is she has no control. Now, if it's scripted, then that's how they wrote her script. If it's real, then she need to work on that, because you get all these foresights and you tapped into energy. You should have understood what was going on.
Right. That's why I can't be a movie star, because But even those actors, right? Let's just be realistic. There's actors that stop doing work because they're only being picked for one role, and they don't want to be stereotyped or viewed as that one role. This is what the young lady is looking like. Okay, now you looking unintelligent, but you're trying to tell us you're intelligent. Now, if this is a role, you got to understand people going to view you as that role. It's just like, Tisha Campbell, we know as Gina, right? Tina Arnold, we know as Pam. We don't know as nobody else. Even if they acting today, My Wife and Kids was Tisha Campbell, The Neighborhood, Everybody Hates Chris. That's Tashina Arnold. But we know them as Pam and Gina. They tried to get out of that role. You see what I'm saying? They tried to get away from them roles. But if you want to play that same role, you can't get mad at everybody going to view you in that role, because that's all you play.
Bro, I still feel some type of way about Danny Glover from The Color Purple. I still feel some type of way about him. Every time I see him in another movie, like, you bastard.
You see him in the Alien movie, like, you bastard, you ain't punched the alien.
I seen him on that Lethal Weapon where he's on the toilet. I'm like, I hope that house blow up with your ass sitting on it.
Commander, what up now?
What up, man? Commander, what up now? You ain't gonna never be right. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
You a fool. Like I never liked Danny Glover. I'll probably forgive him once he passed away or transition. But I ain't never heard Whoopi once say she forgive him, so I ain't forgiving him. I ain't never heard Whoopi say she forgave him. So go do my Whoopi like that.
Oh my gosh. Yo. But she just looks bad though. And like,
hey, man, what up, man? My bad.
No. No, she just giving this energy. Like, look, even when you pause it, she's still in the same pose she was like 20 minutes ago. She's back in that pose, like, yo, I'm just gonna be disrespectful to you. I'm gonna turn my back on everybody else. You can't do that. How do you do that? And then want somebody to respect you. You can't go through life like that. But like you said, this may be a paid situation, a scripted situation. So if this is it, she has to be careful because they got 50,000 people that have seen her do this, and it ain't looking good on her behalf. She better be careful.
No, she look. It'll be people who attack her for it. It'll be people who defend her. Me, I'm just stating facts, bro. She has no control over her emotions. I don't care what she says she into. She has no control. And I'm just on from the actions.
Listen,
I have that, and I can read his energy.
Something I feel like that sucks that you said. Like you said that, you know, a lot of people are preferring to date like white women or whatever for reasons of not liking black women. And I just feel like that's an unfortunate take because me, you know, I could say the same thing about a lot of people, right? Like, oh, this person needs work, that person needs help. Everybody needs help.
Yeah, it's objectively true though that black women rank the lowest on dating apps.
Yeah. It sucks, but it's reality.
Yeah, it's the actual truth.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Bruh, hold on. Commander?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
What was that point? I'm lost.
Because, bro, this is what I'm telling y'all. This is why I'm teaching y'all inductive, deductive, and abductive reasoning. Because when people use inductive reasoning, it's usually to prove a narrative. And with inductive reasoning, it don't have to be factual. It just has to be possible. It just has to be possible. It doesn't have to be fact. You know, when you use inductive reasoning. So what he said is black women, what did he say, had the lowest scores or I don't know.
Yeah, they're the lowest preferred on a dating app, I think. The lowest preferred.
Me, you know, I could say the same thing about a lot of people, right? Like, oh, this person needs work, that person needs help. Everybody needs help.
Yeah, it's objectively true though that black women rank the lowest on dating apps.
Yeah. It sucks, but it's reality.
Yeah, it's the actual truth.
Yeah.
The black women rank the lowest on dating apps, right? You know how easy it is to, I'm not even going to say debunk that, but how easy it is to explain it. Black women are a minority. So, of course, it's less pickings. If it's less black women on a dating app, there's going to be less, you know, they go rank lower. If you want to use abductive reasoning to create, or inductive, I can use deductive reasoning. You know, if you have 100 pennies, if you have 100 quarters, and you have 20 dimes, and you put them all in a jar, shake it up, what's the probability of you pulling out a dime versus a penny or a quarter?
I missed all those numbers. I heard 100 pennies, 20 dimes. So even if you say
100 quarters,
100 quarters, 100 pennies, and 20 dimes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a high probability because it's the lowest number.
It'd be less likely that you. So if you rank that, if you start pouring it out and start counting it, of course the numbers of the dimes will be lower.
Right.
You already started off lower with a low amount of number. Well, you're saying black women rank, and it's like, bro, are you that fucking weird? Like, you went and got all these statistics from these dating apps because that was a blanket statement. You said dating apps, meaning more than one. So out of all the dating apps, even on black dating apps.
All black dating apps.
You see what I'm saying? You see how like you can just say something, and then if they got a black dating app, where that's look, you got a black dating app. Why I'm going any other dating app? That's where you go find most of the black people at on the black dating app. So any app outside of that, guess what? You probably gonna have a low number of black women. You probably gonna have black women who don't even want to be with a black man. But and I'm not saying nothing against that, but I'm saying like if you got an all black dating app, and then you got other apps, there's a high probability that the women who choose the other apps versus the all black dating app not looking for black men.
And vice versa, because he ain't none of these dudes is looking on that. They ain't looking on that at all. They'll rather look at Christian Mingle than that black app. Well, they ain't Christian.
And black men are usually causing crime. Single mothers.
Yeah, we say bad things about black niggas all the time.
And black men are usually causing crimes. I wish y'all could see my face right now. I'm not even going. Let me be quiet.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's get through this.
Did they make an app yet? Plenty of black. I don't know.
This is like we don't get mad about it. Like,
hey, coin that. We're gonna coin that. We're gonna make the app plenty of black.
Like if someone say, "Oh yeah, black people commit a disproportionate amount of violent crime," I'm not going to sit there like, "Well, that's not me." I'm like, "Yeah, you're actually right."
It's up to you to prove that you're not like a stat. Because if I get pulled over by the police, I can say, "I'll show you my ID," or I can say, "Here you go, officer." It's already right to it. So you doing this makes it worse for all of us.
It's only on this show. This is not how I act on a day-to-day basis.
I mean, it's okay, bro.
And by the way, whenever we
good for y'all,
it's the truth.
Yeah. Good for y'all.
It's the truth.
Good for y'all.
We'll do it all day, nigga.
Your truth is not my truth. So if that's what you want to make it out to be, you can do that.
But the truth is the truth.
There's only one truth.
The truth is a fact.
And God is truth.
He sure the fuck is. I hope you believe that black man with that MAGA hat
Hold on.
Why are you calling him by his race?
Because that's what I'm calling people black and white. Simple. It's not about being racist. Just the way.
Hold on. Pause it. We just had this. Now, you and I had this conversation now. I heard a majority of these people just say the truth is a fact, and that's not true. That goes back to what I keep saying, how people just take words and just go with it. Shout out to the word. Your truth is not a fact. It's your truth. That's all it is. It's your experience. Your experience is not my experience. That's not a fact. But when you get on these type of platforms and you can say whatever you want and don't get fact checked, like he just said, you can say whatever you want. You can say that. Now, we don't know if that's what she's saying is true, but we understand that his truth ain't her truth. We understand. We know that. It's not even an understanding. It's a knowing. We know that ain't true. You can't tell her experience is like yours because you don't know her. Because if you knew her like that, you act just like her, then that means you got feminine energy. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud, but hey, it is what it is. So now what's the truth? Or is that a fact? But that's why you got to be careful how you use the words, and words can actually hurt and so on and so forth. But I digress.
Yeah, and then they had to throw God up in it just to solidify their bullshit. But I'm gonna play. Let us continue.
Way I say it makes y'all feel like I'm being racist. And if you look up the last name McKenzie, you'll know I'm Scottish Irish, so I have white in my fucking blood. I can't be racist towards you. I be racist towards my own people who I just told you earlier. Own slaves. I'm a McKenzie, dumbass.
You just said that you can be racist.
My cousin was married to the first prime minister of the Bahamas, Sir Lyndon Pinland. She was a McKenzie. You're talking to royalty, so you can't make me out to be something I don't.
Your cousin was married to somebody, and now you royalty. Don't work like that. But I understand what she's saying.
give a fuck about being asked when this world is already set against us as black people in general. I don't care. Y'all just said it about Kamala.
This is the second.
But you're saying
woman
no.
from
Y'all
Bahamas to
are
crash out.
contradicting yourself constantly.
How am I contradicting
But I'm
myself?
the dumb one. Whatever, bro.
Statistically, universities are their acceptance rate is higher for
Good
diversity
for you,
acceptance
because
rates.
you're going to fucking the Air Force, so you don't have to do that, right? You're taking the easy way out.
I'm not taking. I'm literally giving you the facts.
So somebody can tell your bitch ass what to do, because you're an employee, bitch. I'm a boss. Again,
are you a boss? Because who's listening to your music? None of us.
Bitch, I haven't dropped music yet. That's what you don't know about. It's a journey. That's something you wouldn't understand because you're not an artist, bitch.
26, bro.
The fuck, I haven't dropped shit yet. You hating ass bitch. That's why you so mad.
I'm gonna be very blunt about this. Racism is no longer. Racism is no longer. You gotta stop talking. You gotta stop talking.
All you hoes
gotta stop
some
talking.
type of way.
Racism is no longer a valid excuse for not getting ahead. Like there's.
Like you said, people are uneducated. I understand what he's saying, because even through systematic racism, people have still overcame, right? But it is a huge hurdle, obstacle, wall in front of people who are affected by racism, because that has to do with institutionalized systems such as healthcare, education, even the government. We're not talking about your average everyday Joe not liking somebody because of their color. We're talking about a system created to suppress the advancements of groups of people. That's a system. So what he said is asinine. And usually people only say stuff like that when they are not affected by it, because they don't have the experience to have the comprehension on how it actually affects you. So that's just BS.
There's nothing that holds black people. Okay, so then why do you keep using that?
And I never said I wasn't getting ahead because of racism. I called her
but you
racist.
said we're in this.
Y'all are trying to make it seem like I'm trying to talk about myself.
And like she said, I never said nothing about racism. I called her racist. So again, like I said, I understand he annoyed, but this is what happened when you don't listen. He wasn't listening to her. He just ran with what he felt that she said. So let's just go furthermore.
White world, my energy, and that's not what's happening. Look, I'm talking speakly. Okay. I'm speaking solely based on what you guys brought up, which was the politics.
You need to be quiet for 2 seconds. You mentioned that Kamala was being,
I sure am.
minimized because she's black or whatever. I would argue that she wasn't.
Because again, I'm not hopping out my seat and I'm not fighting.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying. She had a control. And she proven a stereotype. That's what I'm saying. I mean, at some point, you have to have some type of dignity about yourself. Like, if me personally, if I felt like I'm in a situation where I'm acting out of character, I'm gonna excuse myself. See y'all. Fuck this. I'm gonna leave. Before I act out or have someone in control of my emotions where I may do something or get into something that I regret later, so.
Oh, do you know what our right in America
She's not leaving?
Like, what is wrong with you? Like, when I'm speaking,
what right don't you have? What right don't you have that I have? Like, tell me. Like,
that
what
wasn't what I was going to tell him.
But you said look at the right you have.
I was trying to make a point that racism is no longer a valid excuse for black people not getting ahead. Like, it's not a thing. And then you use the whole Kamala thing. Well, you said that earlier about Kamala. The reason why people don't want Kamala isn't because she's black. It's because she's incompetent and she didn't earn that position. I would argue, if anything, her being black and being a woman actually helped her. She probably got more votes than Biden, to be honest with you, but the election was stolen. So if anything, being a minority actually helps you in 2024 because affirmative action and being a black woman.
Wait. What?
When does affirmative action help? other people, other races of people benefited from affirmative action, and we didn't more than we did.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. So what is so is he just proving his own point? Is anybody understanding this part?
He's saying because you have affirmative action, people can't but be racist, or people can't hold you back because of your skin color. Like that's like if someone didn't hire you because you're black, I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna say that. They go say what they gonna say. We hired the more qualified person for the job, and usually because of education, because of systemic racism, that have access to a quality education than you do black people. So, how does affirmative action combat that or help that?
He's an idiot. He's triggering me. I'm just saying. I can't.
So to use the whole thing about we're in a white world and systemic racism and I can't get ahead because I'm black, and it's all a bunch of BS, man. Like, and this is the problem with the black community is like we always want to victimize ourselves and blame other people for why we're not where we want to be. I mean, right now you don't even like listening to what I'm saying, right? And that's fine, no problem. I mean, you want to have that perpetual victim mindset, but
what he's saying has some facts to it, because I look at it like this: my ancestors went through a lot worse than what I did, and they made something out of nothing. So I can too. So that's why you never hear me complain about it. I understand it, and I know how to navigate around it. You know, like people complain about racism and white people. How many people bank with a black bank? How many people find black doctors? You know, make them your primary or your specialist. How many people actively look, or you just accept the first thing given to you? Oh, they suggested this doctor. No, did you go look for a black? How many people look for black-owned businesses to? You know, if you don't want to, if white people so bad and systemic racism so bad, why you keep participating in it? You know, this is why I don't talk shit. And then when I hear people talk about it, first thing I want to know is these questions. Where you bank at? Where you work at? You work for a white man paying your bill. So if it's like, do something about it. That's the whole point I'm making. I'm not saying you can do something about it. Even if it was times I had to travel 2 miles out my way just to go get my groceries, but I did it. Yeah, I went those extra couple miles.
Right.
Even if it was 30, I would have did it. You know what I'm saying? But that's up to you. Either you'll complain about it or do something about it. So, but that's why you don't hear me talking about it, because I done did something. I'm doing something about it, so I won't be affected. I quit participating. So, but what he's saying has facts to it. You know, this is how people win these arguments. They blend facts with their bullshit. But I'm gonna let it play some more.
But I just noticed that you've kept using racism and this victimhood and this, it's not fair and all this other crap. And it's like, I would argue it's more fair for you than anyone else.
Facts.
I think, like, I'm sorry, but it's just, I think there is nuance, right? A lot of times what you said, it shouldn't be a victim mentality. You know, you can work your whole life to have a house, have whatever, and it can go up in flames. You know, that's just the reality of it. I call it the American bear trap, whether it's getting arrested for whatever, whether it's your skin color, I don't know, but people do fall into these issues in some communities more than others. And yes, I agree. You shouldn't make it your struggle. You should make it your story, what you're going to come from. No, what your American story, your American dream of whatever you're going to overcome to make your life.
Don't
do what you want.
Don't make your race your story. Make your character your story. Make your accomplishments your story. That's what the American dream is. You know, having a husband.
We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, but you said you said instead of making race your
I didn't
problem,
say race.
make it your story.
I didn't say race. I said whatever issue you're overcoming.
Now she dealing with a whole nother beast. Why she pipe down? You ain't dealing with some. Okay, yeah, go ahead and play.
Whether it's you're coming from the lowest poverty or whatever it is. The American dream is
everyone has equal opportunity in the United States, and that is why it's such a beautiful country. Everybody is able to go to school. Women, men, black people, white people, Asian people, everybody can go to school. All you need is school. You can push yourself from there. This shit is all mental.
Yeah, listen, we've been going around.
I don't know where she's from, but let me be quiet. Yeah, you just came straight off a boat or something, bro.
On the panel, like a round table. The chat's spoken many times in chats, but guys, text to speech, man. $35. We can hear what you got to say live on the air.
Yeah.
Because this is crazy, brother. Holy. Yeah. Chats?
They said big racism great again. Be honest. That's right. Tell your real fucking feelings. Y'all
I just think we should make bullying great again, because at least it would give you some.
They're mocking you because you've said racism a million times on the podcast.
Good for them.
And it kind of, again, aligns with a lot of the stereotypes that black people always like to make.
I'm aware that you guys wanted me to play into the stereotype.
What I mean? We didn't want you to do anything.
I love it.
You played into the stereotypes yourself.
Oh, man. So if you knew that's what they was doing and you played into it, then you on some Bojangles type shit. So like, okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
This was a boxing podcast.
It was a test. And maybe I failed, but it's okay. There's many more.
Not really, because
okay, Chris. I'm gonna be very blunt here. You have a problem with taking accountability for your behavior.
No, I don't.
You have a serious problem with that.
People trying to make me feel like I'm not right about the thing that I know.
Look, here's the thing.
I have a problem with people trying to
can't make you.
This is what I want to tell people too, especially coming in these spaces, right? Even on the internet at all, you hit a panel, you express your opinion. Understand this, no one really cares about your feelings or emotion. So when you start telling people how you feel or what you believe, you have to understand that don't have to be accepted. If you know something, then you should be able to explain something. And this young lady, I haven't heard her really explain any of her points. The only thing I heard her do is basically say how she feel about things. Right? You're entitled to feel the way you feel about anything, but when you share that with someone, understand that 9 times out of 10 they ain't gonna have the same sentiments, especially if they're logical thinkers. Because you have to know what a belief is something that you accept without proof. So if you can't even prove it to yourself, and you face a logical thinker, you go get frustrated and upset because they go ask for proof. And if you know something, you should be able to show it. So she's upset because people trying to make her feel like she don't know what she knows she know. This the wrong show.
Feel anything.
I have a problem with trying to be demeaning.
You gotta
towards
stop.
me.
You gotta stop when I'm talking. We can't make you feel anything. You're the only person
You can't make me feel. I said I have a problem with you trying to make me feel.
Whatever you want to say. The point is that you are 100%.
No, they made you feel, sweetie. We can see it. You definitely feel some type of way. And unless you in that emotional state all the time, then they made you feel like that, and you projected a lot of insecurities throughout this show. So they made you feel. They definitely made you feel.
Did they job?
Are these ladies being paid sandwiches to be there? Somebody get the blonde girl her sandwich already.
Yeah, this dude was just up there. They just, well, in this segment, they ain't said nothing. The one commander's talking about, and the one they told to put the headset on, they ain't said nothing this entire clip.
Well, they've been this thing 23 minutes. We almost done though.
Your emotions, your behaviors, your mouth, what you say, your worldview.
That's how you feel about black women, isn't it? That's why you date white women, correct?
Good point. Now watch your Princess Amunda don't say nothing over there. Watch he quiet.
His girls. Never mind.
Yeah, look.
Is she black?
I never said that.
No, do you?
I never said that, but you
Couldn't give a
assume that.
fuck. Couldn't care.
Why bring it up then?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong?
Because I wanted
Look,
to.
you're contradicting yourself.
fuck?
Yeah, contradictions.
Contradictions.
All over.
Look, you've confirmed a lot of the
Deflection.
stereotypes.
I'm glad.
Yeah, but victim.
No, his girl is black.
Deflection. They ain't answer the question, but go ahead.
No, his girl is black. He answered it. The other guy said that his girl black. But
I didn't hear that. My apologies.
Mindset.
Thank you.
And quite frankly, you're very rude and rambunctious and
Thank
disrespectful.
you. Thank
And
you.
you've confirmed a lot of the stereotypes that have haunted black women for decades in
Thank
America.
you.
Yeah.
You
Thank
literally
you.
have a perpetual victim mindset. You don't take accountability for your actions.
Thank
Everything
you.
is you guys, instead of you taking accountability for being.
So for every
rude.
action, there's not a reaction?
See, who controls the reaction though?
I sure do.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're choosing to react the way that you do.
So by me explaining both parts, including mine, that's me taking a victim mindset?
Yes.
Or is this you being biased towards black
See,
people?
because I could play like you.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that. I think that's weak. I think that's like you said, a victim mindset. When black people, oh, you treat me like this because I'm black. I don't give a fuck how nobody treating me because of my skin color. You just ain't gonna do it. You know, I don't care if I'm black or not. I'm not gonna factor that in because that shows I have no power. That shows I have no authority because now I'm playing the oh, you're only doing this to me because I'm black. Even if that's the case, okay, buckle up because we about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you think, so we about to get into it then. You know, I don't care if people treat me a certain way because I'm black. I'm not going to be like, oh, they only did this because I'm straight. Nah, the fact of the matter is you treated me in a way I did not like. So now we have a problem. I don't care what the reason is. Now we have a problem. I don't care what the reason is because your action, yeah. So I just don't like that because that shit just make it look like you whining or crying. Like you always playing the black card. Oh, wouldn't do. Like man, I'm straight. I don't like that. That's why I don't like when people talk about they holding the black man. Man, look, if you let them hold you down, then shit. If somebody hold me down, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna swing on their ass. Hold me down again and see what I'm gonna hit you in your mouth. Okay, swing at them then. Do something about it. Why are you allowing this? Because that's what prevents a lot of people from trying to do something because they have the fear if they do it, it's going to either get taken or it's going people go try to stop them. So they just don't do it. And now they stuck in that victim mentality. Like nothing even happened to you, but you living it out. Like you living the effects of something that never happened to you. That's like the 5 monkeys in a cage experiment. So that's why I tell people, Nate the Great, what up though, bro? That's why I tell people to let that shit go. Even if you know they're doing it, just be aware, okay, they're doing this shit because I'm black, okay. Let me show them how black I am. Shit.
Shout out to you, man, because you trying to, well, you're not trying. You are putting this out there for people to understand, to dissect, to observe the situations and how to combat it in many different aspects. And nobody's taking the time to, sit down and have the conversations. They rather run from the conversations than have the conversations. Everybody talk about they want to put a table. I keep telling people you don't need a table to sit in a circle. If you sit in a circle, things get done. There's nothing to be put up there. You can lay everything out there on the floor, and then if you want to pick it up, you pick it up. If you don't, you could leave it there. But everybody wants a table. The hell with a table. Come to the round circle. Put the chairs together and let's have a conversation. So shout out to you for trying to make this happen. Well, you're not trying. You are making it happen. We're just expecting more people to show up.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, when I seen this, it was like so many different points, I originally had in my head. But these things I'm pointing out, I'm not bashing, the black lady. I'm just literally showing you what's going on. And like I said, I feel like they did all this shit intentionally. Like they triggered her intentionally. Because now they get to prove their narratives on how black women are. Now they can show you on camera. This is an example of what we were talking about. This is why we don't date black women. Like the one dude said, this is why people don't want to date black women. Like this is not the behavior of every black woman. I can clearly see she's emotionally not mature. And a lot of people aren't emotionally mature. That's no knock against her. I'm just stating facts. She's emotionally immature because she allowed other people to control her emotions or dictate her emotions. Unless she came on this show with the intent to be mad and act a fool, someone how she because wasn't her intention. So what caused it? Someone triggered her. Why did it trigger her? Because she has no emotional control. She's not even aware right now that she's angry or pissed off. And if she is, she's justifying it by other people's actions. She just did that. She just justified everything she did. That's why he said you're having a victim mentality, because you're blaming your actions on other people. For every action, there's a reaction, right? So now I'm wrong so you're blaming. It doesn't matter what other people do. It really don't. People can, if somebody comes slap you, like think about this. We watch football all the time. How many times we see a player push a player, but the person who got pushed pushes back and get a penalty. But the original person who pushed him, nothing happened to him. That's how life happens. That's how life happens. So now the player who reacted to the push is now being penalized, even though he didn't initiate the contact, even though he was just defending himself. Don't matter. Your actions are what you have control over. So you have to be mindful, even when somebody trigger you. You have to be mindful. I'm gonna play some more. We almost done.
I can say that you're
you
a stupid
play
fucking
like
bitch, and you've been extremely rude, and I can elevate it.
And I can call you a stupid little dick motherfucker who's fucking on a black woman who thinks she's white and is going to make hate her kids as well because you're a fucking demon. Since you want to go to war with them fucking niggas, bitch. You want to go to war with them warriors.
Get the fuck out of here, you fat bitch. Because I can match energy with you. Yeah, you are. You're easily 180 plus pounds.
Man, you're ugly girl.
Get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here.
Screenshots of me saying, "Y'all, she's ugly as fuck, man." You know what?
Get the fuck out of here. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you
Again, that victims. Oh, you gonna put your hands on me on that camera? Women, I never condone a man putting hands on women. But I'm gonna tell you this. This will be some of the realest shit I ever said. Don't be jumping up in no dude face. If you do that, you should expect to get hit. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you reality. Don't jump in the dude's face. I tell my sisters this shit all the time. I'm so happy they listen to me. Just don't do it.
But you're an ugly bitch. You look like shit.
Thank you. Your mom does too. And everything you're saying to me will bounce off of me and stick right back to you, your kids, and that bitch that you're fucking on.
You ugly ass bitch. You smell like onions.
You better not agree that. This show is going to be a bitch.
Yeah,
just
do
like
it.
You and
Do
your
it.
bitch.
Do it. Do it. Get the fuck out of here. Miss Florida. Miss Florida. You're stupid.
Our stuff. Can you make sure?
What up, Nine?
What up, Nine? What's
So,
up, Word Gary?
Hey.
Hey.
They
What is
tripped.
happening right now? They're escorting her out of there?
Yeah, he told her to leave. Watch what this lady say. I want y'all to listen to what this other lady say.
She don't take our stuff.
Yeah,
She finna take our stuff.
Why?
Really?
And nobody behind that?
Bro. And the black dude like, oh, don't worry about it. We go. Yeah, bro. That's stereotype. That's why I say I knew they did that intentionally to trigger. They already stereotyped her. Now you calling her a thief. Like, yo, wild as hell, man. She gonna take our stuff.
Is the other girl in white, is she black?
Yeah. I think the other girl went too.
I think the two on the in between the sandwich girl is color.
Well, the girl with the white shirt and the girl on the end with the black shirt, she mixed with something that's melanated. I can say that she mixed with something that's melanated.
The blonde girl finally looks like she wants to be there. She's smiling. She's laughing.
Yeah, she was probably intimidated by that girl. I'm gonna play the rest of it. I just want y'all to see a little squabble.
I
got my camera with me.
That's all she got right now. Huh.
Bro.
And you're fucking ground. This is Florida. You ain't getting reimbursed. Shit, get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah,
bitch,
that's the
you
whole
fucking
point.
brokey.
Fuck you,
yeah,
nigga.
fuck you, bitch.
That's fine. I'm not
you
a brokey.
fucking fat.
Yeah,
you look like shit. Your hair's a wig. Your stomach
My
is
hair's
jiggling.
a wig?
You look like fucking shit. You're literally, your underwear is showing and your stomach is hanging.
Look at this
Disgusting.
Look at this
Disgusting.
Look at the reaction that I could have been susceptible to getting.
No,
if
but
I told her that, hey girl, your fucking armpits smell like shit. She was so quick to put the finger in my face. If I told her she stank, she would fight me.
To be fair, you would have never said that.
$35. Just want to say.
Like it'd be so crazy when I hear people talk so reckless and then be shocked that people want to fight them afterwards. Like, where was you raised at? When people say stupid shit, we hit them. I don't know.
Tell anybody they stink, they might want to fight you.
Right.
No matter what color.
Like, shit, where was you raised at? That when people say shit like that, like, look, I don't condone any violence. I just understand cause and effect. You know, and you can't dictate how somebody react or if they respond. But when you do something, just understand there's something coming. You know, whether it might be a word or a fist, but it's something coming.
Thanks, you all changed my life. I'm 20 years old, just hit 20k MRR with my marketing agency. I'm looking into investing in some Section 8 houses. Y'all suggest them or just house hacking first one to lower taxes?
What?
So that's a realistic question. This is not the type of show for that right now, but brother, we got a Zoom call on Wednesday, free of charge on Council Club for those questions, but we recommend multifamily properties to invest in, not Section 8. By the way, guys, they're arguing right now by the elevator, and she does stink, not gonna lie. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Onions is crazy.
I would never shame a woman if it wasn't like, you know, I wouldn't even do it up here, but she made me do it. I'm sorry. She took her dignity away.
He co-signs. She do stink, by the way. It's like, what?
Before I could, so that's her fault.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to
I tried.
tolerate it, all of us, but it's like she ruined the whole show.
And I don't like the whole spiritual shit. Like, that's how you create victim life. That's not fair. And
that wasn't.
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
like,
Are they fighting, Chris?
You're fat. You're fat. You're fat. Hey. Bro, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Bro, holy shit, man.
Wow.
He's scrapping with a dress on.
See, this thing.
And here's the thing. They can fuck you up. This is Florida.
Oh, damn. Double headlock.
Come on. Yo, I'm gonna take it up first, man.
Oh. Well, guess we found Bianca's fifth member for the elimination chamber. Bro, look at that headlock, bro. We found, we need them to contact Bianca and Rhea Ripley. We sure that's the fifth member.
Rhea Ripley. Is that two girls grabbing on the one girl?
That looked like they pulled the wig off.
Take a purse. Yo, take a purse. Yo, take a purse, bro.
You gonna take my fucking purse? You said you gonna take my fucking purse? I'm not taking it. Give me my fucking phone and get the fuck up off of me.
Why was she saying she wants to be reimbursed? For what?
She probably had to pay something. I don't know. Probably paid for parking or something. I don't know. I do not know.
That don't make sense. If they paying her, she paying for this to be fired. She needs something because this is too much. She doing the most.
Wait, Word, can you take down my comment so we can all see better?
Oh, my bad. I can't even see it on there. I gotta remove it.
We got 2 minutes.
Now, do you think that's a real reaction, or she got paid to do all that?
That's not my fault. It's my fault.
No, I think it's real now. I mean, there's enough evidence pointing towards it being real. The more I heard her talk, the more I realized, like, no, this ain't no acting. And if it is, then that's a hell of a show. But I would not be bojangling. I don't know. I couldn't do it. But there's a lot of stuff people do that I couldn't do. So.
Like you said, Word, it's just better to walk away with your dignity.
Yeah, definitely.
Over here.
Where?
My phone has a blue back.
Got it. Oh, go ahead. We'll get it. All right.
Bible verses, something you bitches don't know about.
Okay. All right.
Give a fuck about that.
All right.
I'm scared because hello.
It's right there.
All right, guys. CastleClub.tv is available right now. Yeah, so make sure you see that in the description.
Right now, we're gonna post the actual Frank Castle as well on Castle Club.
Mm-hmm.
But to be real, guys, this was supposed to be a show about the fight, turned into this crap. And okay, question: is she in the right or wrong? You think?
100% in the wrong.
Yeah.
100. And you know what? I have to say, from the second she walked in the room, I knew she was gonna get kicked off.
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna get kicked off.
Like, even we were all looking around when she was singing.
She
like,
just had aggressive, and I'm sorry, but I feel that she had.
And she was on her phone, and she was like, "I'm so fucking beautiful. My fucking face is so fucking
no,
pretty."
that's not
like,
even a problem.
No,
but
I mean, but like, she walked in saying that she didn't talk to us, but like,
crazy.
she's sitting down.
Nice guy, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
Saved her, bro.
Yeah, you tolerated so much just now. Yo, the old Myron, the minute she overspoke, out of here.
I'll tell you this, man.
I feel like the flipping is weird.
Bliss was fucking her ass up, bro.
Show you, kid.
Nigga, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why it's important to control your emotions. Because you put yourself in situations like that, especially in these weird ass environments. You know, people be clout chasing and shit, and come on the internet like a goddamn fool. And you giving them all the ammunition they need to solidify their narratives. But like I said, we all human. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm even talking about this because it's easy for any of us to get triggered, but it's hard for us to until practice more. It's hard for us to maintain control of our emotions, but that's our duty, you know. And as we mature, that should be one of the areas we mature in with emotions, so we can control. Because if not, then we fish to the water, fish to the sharks, right? My bad. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. I just know it takes a lot of restraint to watch something like that. That was just, it can take you a whole bunch of places, different directions. It's just like sad to see.
Yes,
Because
sad. I was gonna say sad.
it's not because they pinpointed a situation. The situation just came out the way it was supposed to come out. Because to me, that's what they was looking for. Like in that segment, they said nothing else to nobody else. They went straight at her. They knew she was gonna react. They got the clicks, they got the views, and now they're reaping the benefits of it. So now they have something else to talk about. Now they got this the stigma of or the angry black girl or however they're gonna perceive it. So that's why, on the flip side of that show, you got people that's trying to tell you got people that's trying to help us to understand that we need to have control in every aspect of a situation, whether you're right, wrong, or indifferent. Control is what's going to get you through a situation. So that's why, we're going to continue to have these conversations over here. Shout out to the word, because that's what he wants. He wants to pinpoint that and show us how to in a situation like that. So shout out to the word.
I didn't watch the first part of. I don't know how long you guys were playing that for, but this part that I saw made me sad just to see the way they were treating her.
And see that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel bad for her at all, and this is why. Um, because she should have seen that coming, or she should have knew that was coming. She didn't help her situation. And like I said, when you interacting with people, this is my suggestion, to people. Unless you have some type of emotional connection with someone, don't tell nobody how you feel. Just skip that. If you can't articulate yourself in a logical way, because you're gonna be put in the blenders like that. Don't nobody really care about how you feel. Them are your feelings. Can't nobody dictate the way you feel. You can take something like Gary was saying earlier. You can be all nice to somebody and they look at it as in a negative way. So you can't really truly dictate how a person feels. But you say, well, you're scared, you can make them mad. That's still in them.
You
And
can
I can
poke and
say,
poke and poke.
yeah. I mean, but even doing that, if they're allowed me, like if I was around somebody, okay, I'm gonna use a hard example. I'm gonna use myself at work, right? I was at work and I worked with a bunch of racist ass people. Any opportunity they got to bash black people, they did it, and they did it covertly. You know, um, I used to feel some type of way, but I can't control them. I can only control me. So I had to learn how to articulate the way I felt into a logical aspect. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But once I did that,
Logical.
yeah, once I did that, I was able to call out what they were doing. But when I was emotional, only thing I can say is y'all being racist, y'all being racist. And when people did that, oh, y'all always trying to play black cards. Don't nobody want to tell you what I'm saying. If people saying factual shit, they saying factual shit. But like I said, people use facts and add their BS to it. So that's what they used to do. Okay, I'm working in the inner city of Detroit. Black people are shooting people. Oh, geez, savages out here. I can't believe this is from the neighborhood I'm from, right? Well, these people, they should just let them kill all each other. And I'm like, what about the good people in the hood? Well, if they was that good, they wouldn't want to be around that. That's logical. That right? That sounds fucking logical, right? If you don't want to be around something that's negative, you shouldn't be around it. But they don't understand the circumstances. A lot of people can't just
Mhm.
up and move. A lot of people stuck. They don't have the resources or the means to move. So you just go blame them. So that's what made me feel some type of way. So I had to learn how to articulate myself in a way to express the way I felt
To
logically.
educate. To
Yeah.
educate. Because some people that you can try to deal with them with logic and facts, and they're just illogical, so they're not going to accept it. Some of them.
Oh no, I used to tell their ass look. I showed them how racist they are without saying they racist. I just got a little bit more wittier. I just had to learn how to control, but I couldn't do that when I was emotional. I couldn't even have those conversations. I can't have conversations when I'm emotional. You think I spazzed out on here? Catch me in an emotional state and somebody fucking with me. You see, that's when semi-L come out.
Right.
Money Tire, what up, sis?
Who is that?
Money Tire, I just seen that. That's from the Money Line. Shout out to the Money
It's
Line.
Taya or Tia?
Tire.
Taya. What up, Taya?
Shout out to the Money Line. Somebody can drop her link in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. You know, she be over. That's King Miller's cousin, and you know, Mouthpiece and Relentless, and I don't know if Relentless and Money Line, but
Let me see. I
King
got it.
Miller, Mouthpiece, and
Share
my boy.
copy link.
Oh, I can't think of my boy Montreal. Yeah, but that
Oh,
you know
Gary
that's
got it. You're fast, Gary.
but that's what I had to learn that quick, especially like growing up in the hood, because I'm not look, I'm not going to incriminate myself, but I will say that the reason I know for a fact that people will do things to get you to react, to put you in a position that benefits them, is because I've experienced that on numerous occasions where people will get you to put your hands on the female to justify them wanting to fuck you up. So they will send a female to go, you know, fuck with you, and she'll do something. You put hands on her, not after justification, because before that they wasn't allowed to touch you. But after now that you put your hands on a female, it's fair game, and that was just some of the unwritten rules. And I
But
seen
by
people
what you
put
say, it's justified. By like the way you make it seem, it's like some people say there's no reason why anyone should hit a woman, regardless. But the
that's
way
just
you say it is, if the woman comes at the man, then the man
no,
has
no,
that.
that's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is that people, it's gonna be hard. I guess it's hard to explain it without
Like,
talking.
don't put yourself in that position, because
No, so this is what I'm saying. So I knew this dude, right? He got set up. The way they set him up was to get this female to deal with him, right? They was messing around, and then she put hands on him. He defended himself, and that gave permission um for the
for the
clique to put
men,
hands on him.
put
But
their okay.
before that, you wasn't allowed to touch him. You needed a reason to. So you know them old school cats, that's a violation putting hands on a female. Messing with kids or older people, that's a violation. Does that make sense what I'm saying? They had to get him to
Yeah, they
violate.
set him up.
They wanted to yeah, they wanted to touch him, but they had to get him to violate. So they used a woman.
Right.
So I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like I seen this I seen this happen. So understanding that, I knew people will put you.
You cut out. Is it
So
me
for
or did he
me,
cut out?
it was important not to react, but to respond because I didn't know if this was a setup or not.
See, but you're already thinking about situations before they even happen. So
I
that's
had
your
to.
mentality, right?
That's why I'm here.
That's not
I ain't gonna
everybody's
lie to you.
mentality.
I it need to be. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I'm already here. I had to take things into consideration sometimes before it even happened. You know, and I just got the more I practiced it, you can put me in a situation, and I would think at least 15, 20 different outcomes within the first minute of me being in the situation. So if any of
Oh,
those outcomes occur, I won't be shocked. I already have a contingency plan for it, or at least understand what direction I need to go.
Doctor Strange.
Mm. Bro, that's what kept me alive, bro. I'm telling
Nah,
you,
but
that's
it
what
do
kept me
though. It
alive.
do.
Kept me out of
No,
jail.
you have to. You have to, especially when you in those. See, it sounds crazy, right? Because it's very easy for somebody to say major cities, you know, street boys, but that's how we always have to perceive things, right? Especially when you know people that live that life, or you live that life, or you heard stories of that life. Like, wait, why would you not think about A, B, C, and D? You have to think about those things out in the street. Because if you don't, somebody gonna creep up on you, and you might lose your life over that. You might lose your freedom over that. If you in the streets like that, you will probably lose. You definitely gonna lose product over that. So you gotta understand. You can't be out there with blinders on. Even in life, you can't just have blinders on. You gotta have you gotta have to, you gotta have the blinders
Peripheral.
off so you can see all over. Yeah, peripheral vision. You gotta have those things because if you can't see what's on the right or what's on the left, something gonna sneak up on you and catch you. Whether it's an emotion, whether it's whatever it is, it's going to sneak up on you because you don't have the eyesight to look to your left or look to your right. You don't have peripheral to do that. And that's why, people need to have their spiritual eyes checked. They need to have their regular eyes checked, because you got to have that vision in order to make it through certain situations in life. Now, this young lady in this video, she talking about she got all of these things. She can't see what's right in front of her. What a waste of sight. What a waste of a gift if she has that gift. What a waste of a talent if she has that talent. All because of what? You got to put your ego in the way and it puts you out the door. So, what's the point of having these gifts if you don't know how to use them?
Man, it sound good. I don't believe she got none of that shit, bro. It sound good. Like what you gonna have it? Like you said, you if you got it, why you ain't using it? You should have seen that. I seen that shit a mile away. I seen that a mile away. And her insecurities with you can clearly see that she feels inferior to white people because she telling them what they not gonna do. You know, if you not gonna let them do it, just don't let them do it. You ain't got to tell them. You know, me personally, I'm not telling you what you don't. I tell you about yourself, but I ain't gonna complain about it. I ain't that was straight playing the victim, bro. Even if you knew that if that was their intent, I'm pretty sure it was. If you knew that, one, if you're not prepared for it, don't put yourself in that space. And two, if you know it, combat it. I would have called them out right in front. Okay, you only doing this because you're trying to trigger me. What is your motive? Why do you want me triggered? Is it a stereotype you trying to get me to present? Man, you'd have did that, they would have had to buckle down. But you need that foresight. You need that third eye to recognize that. And clearly her third eye need glasses or contacts or something. 'Cause she should have seen that shit come. She blinder than me. I wasn't even looking. I was just listening and saying,
I view
She
like most black women as like strong and don't take no shit. That's the black women that I've been around. That's how, like my experience. But I've also heard like Latinas, they call them spicy, and I've heard black women say why Latinas are called spicy, and then we black women are called angry. I've heard that before too.
because uh, I'm a one say I haven't I don't hear or I haven't seen a Latino man allow another man from another race to um, stereotype their women. So even if they say spicy is not considered bad. It's just spicy. It's hot. You know, me personally, I think all y'all women crazy. I think all women crazy like that. I'm just being honest, man. My wife Middle Eastern, bro. She crazy as hell.
You ain't lying.
Like you piss her off, man. Nah. All women are like that. It's either in you or it's not. Either you got that in you that 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 fight instead of flight, or you don't. It's some black women you can run all over. So you can't say that's the nature of a black woman when you can clearly it's some black women you can run over. Just like it's some Mexican women, they ain't spicy as not, they cold as hell. You can run over them. But and
Right.
then it's black men who help solidify the stereotype. by saying this is like what he said. This is why black men date outside their race, or this is why we choose white women. Man, it's white women. I look, the craziest female I ever dealt with in my life was white. She was fucking nuts. She gave me a beer and I put it on the table, and she straight flipped on me, talking about a coaster. I'm like, you don't even own coasters. What the hell are you talking? You just want to be angry and mad at somebody. Like you don't even ain't no damn coaster in this house, and you just snapping on me for no reason. But that was their personality. She will create reasons to be mad at people. Like you crazy, lady. I'm straight. That was the craziest woman I've dealt with. And then I had to work with her when I told her I didn't want to be with her, and she got even crazier.
There's stereotypes for a reason.
She went around telling all the women, like I never did nothing with this woman, right? But she went around telling all the women, and this a grown woman. I was in my I was 27. I think she was like 38. Grown ass woman going around talking about he got a small package. So the women came up to me was like, I heard you got a little one. I said, yeah, I call him Turtle. So yeah, it's little.
Jesus.
Yep, it's little. You don't even want to see it. No, don't worry about it. It's little.
That's
Yep,
another stereotype.
yep.
Turtle.
Yeah, that's what I tell you. I got a turtle, man. It's little. I can't do nothing with it. You can't. You don't want it. You know.
Oh man. Welcome back.
But oh,
Welcome
so
back.
she wasn't lying. Like no, she wasn't lying. She ain't never seen it, but she ain't lying. It's a turtle. Yep. You want to keep asking me? Yeah.
See if the shoe fits, right? Like we say, if the shoe fits. Like if you know
Like
it's not true,
I
you're not
don't.
gonna get mad.
That's what I said. Like man, I don't give a fuck what she say. If that's gonna keep y'all thirsty ass women away from me, yep, turtle. Call me turtle. That's my new nickname. I'm gonna call myself turtle. I done gave myself, yep, turtle, turtle. Yeah, leave me the hell alone. All these
Hmm.
horny, there's a bunch of horny women up in especially in the OR. Like all them women be horny as hell. Like nah, man.
It depends where you're from. You're like, most of us base our experiences on what we've lived through, what we see.
Hmm.
We think we know what we know based on what we see, but that's not always true.
All right.
You can't take your observation from what you see and then make it a fact. That's not a fact. That's another point that we was talking about in the video. They talk about the truth is a fact. No, it's not. That's your truth. That's not my fact. That's not a fact to me. That's your truth. It's a difference. But
It is
that's why I said, we got to stop playing with the words. Everybody keep talking about words don't do this, and word gives life, word gives death, and word gives you a vision that you can be seeing a mirage, or you could be seeing something that's real, all because of the word that you and how you use it. But I don't know how many times people keep talking about that. But hey, let the world learn on their own. Listen. We don't put this information out already. Shout out to Word again. We put the information out there. We understand why you have to use the words in its proper context. Let's delineate. So that's why we do what we do here. We try to put everything out there. All the information is there for you guys. Whether you're catching it live, replay, it's being shared, it's out here. Now you see why that video, if you saw this clip, you understand why you have to pay attention to what's going on. You got to pay attention to what's being said and how the words are being used. If you don't, you may act like this young lady, and then you will be wearing a jacket that you don't want to wear for whatever reason. You don't want to wear that jacket.
yeah, but that
If
was
you were raised all your life, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you good.
No, if you were raised all your life to like have to fight, because that's just people come at you left and right. That's how you're gonna be unless you learn something different.
And usually, have living a lifestyle where you have to fight all your life, um, you get a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're trying not to experience anymore. That's why you fighting against the trauma of the past because you don't want it in the present. So that's the important part about healing, learning from it, because all battles they meant to, you ain't, it's not intended for you to fight every battle. Some battles you may win, but that will dictate how the war goes. And a lot of times you expend so much energy on a battle that you forget you in the whole war. So um, shout out to Shang Tsung.
Yeah, if you
But
encounter like an animal that's like had a lot of trauma, they're gonna be on the defense. They're gonna act different than an animal who's been raised with no trauma. I mean, I've
learn,
experienced that with my own dogs. I have 3 dogs, and they're all different.
learn behavior. That's all it is. The experience, like even when you talk about the animal, an abused dog that is learned behavior that when you move a certain way, the expectation is to be punished or disciplined. You know, if you grab it too aggressively, it's thinking like because it experienced so much of this in the past, it's kind of predicting what's going to happen. So that's just like us humans. Like I was saying, like she had some type of experience where she felt degraded by white people, and she was reliving that in the present through the current experience. We do that often. That's what a trigger is. You're reliving a past experience in the present. So when you get triggered, that's what's occurring. It's not really the situation that's going on now. It's the experience you had that reminds you of the situation that's going on now. And a lot of times the circumstances may be different, but because you experienced something similar, you're having an emotional response to it. So
And that's another reason why you have to stop considering yourself to be grown, right? Because when you're grown, you won't let go of nothing. You'll hold on to whatever you're holding on to instead of trying to relearn something or get rid of what you know to bring in something new. As far as the thought process. If you hold on to these traumas forever, right? I gotta be look for men. We ain't allowed to talk about it. All right, well, you ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk to myself that if that's the case, I might drive myself crazy, but that's how people think. But if you don't have that outlet to go to, you're gonna be stuck in that situation for the longest period of time, maybe the rest of your life, if you don't go ahead and retrain your mind to renew your mind. Once you at that grown stature, you're not going to want to do none of that stuff. That's why, as Commander was talking about the dog, that's why they tell you can't teach old dogs new tricks because they're stuck in their ways. But if you're still in the process of growing, you can allow yourself to have those processes of renewing the mind.
And it takes time and trust.
mhm. Not only renewing the mind, but also renewing the soul, because you're lifting that weight of anger, depression, anxiety, pain. You're lifting that weight off of your soul, just like you lifting it off your mind. That was dope, bro.
And that's why I don't know why I'm keep shouting this guy out, but that's why we trying to make this place comfortable for anybody that going through situations like that, right? We're having these conversations so you can say, okay, what's the best way for me to renew that situation? What's the best way for me to remove that situation? We have these conversations so you can feel comfortable enough with yourself to say, I may need that help. We may not provide you with the professional help, but we are allowing you to see that if this is happening in your life, you have to take the next step and say, I need the help. I need the help in changing my ways. I need the help with changing my thought process. I need the help to change the emotions of my soul. I need that. So once you go about it that way, you can go ahead and step out and do the things that you need to do. And that's what we're here for the most part. We're here for you to be comfortable enough within yourself to say, yo, I need the help. And then if you want to have the conversation, if you feel comfortable with us, we will gladly be there to have a conversation with you as well.
Yeah, I just really wanted to share that with y'all. So I might just go kind of set up my next show. I'm gonna do that the heart chakra soon. I just want to do this inductive, deductive, and abductive reason. It's heavy on my heart, and I've been working on it. I was in the hospital working on it, bro. I was bored, laying in bed, like, nah, I can do this. But yeah, we gonna get it in. We gonna get it
I didn't know you were in the hospital.
in. Yeah, it was just for overnight, basically.
You doing
They,
better?
yeah. Shit, I'm online. Yeah, I'm doing way better.
Yeah, he was bothering me
That's
yesterday
good.
talking that junk
I
from
still
that
got the
daggone
bracelet
hospital.
on.
You still got the
I still
bracelet
got the.
on.
Yeah, I didn't even take it off.
Man, if you don't pop that, you don't cut that. If you don't cut that off,
You know what? I had
we leave.
a long sleeve shirt on all day, so I wasn't paying attention to it. I wasn't even paying attention to it, bro.
We take things for granted and like,
Yeah,
like until you can't move one of your legs or like something, you take it for granted. Moving your
hmm
hand, being able to taste food.
yeah, little shit, man.
And here's a reality for everybody too. We ain't getting no younger, so we got to take care of ourselves, right? We got to take care of our minds. We got to take care of our bodies. We got to take care of our souls. We can't do what we used to do. For those that want to be young, I'm gonna be nice and say 10 years. Y'all know it's been longer than that, but I'm being nice. It's just time to renew yourselves, man. It's just time. Y'all gonna have to take the steps to renew yourself. You have to be prepared for what's coming over the hill because we're already walking up the hill. We ain't looking back. We gotta look forward. So it's just time. Are you guys willing to take that time to go ahead and look forward instead of looking behind you? That's the question that we all need to ask.
Y'all want to lead the people with something? I'm about to get my butt off here. This medication kicking in. This ain't like no herb. This is
I'm
medicine.
straight. I just left it there. It's just time for us to, it's just time for us to, get ourselves together, feel comfortable with renewing ourselves. And like I said, y'all know that this channel is available for you to get the comfort to get the information. My channel is gonna be the same. And we just here for y'all. If that's what y'all want, that's what we're here for. We're here to work together as a community, as a group. That's what we're here for. Y'all all welcome, but y'all have to feel comfortable in doing that.
Come together right now. Oh, me. That's my shit. About to listen to that.
Good night, nine.
Y'all can't tell me that ain't the jam. Come
Nines,
on now.
plural.
Y'all can't tell me. Don't try to deny me my jam.
Nah, ain't nobody denying you. Ain't nobody denying you nothing. You good. You straight. You straight though.
What? You don't like the Beatles, mate?
Word, did taking a break off of YouTube like do anything for you?
It did a couple things. It made me reshift my focus. I think I was more of a content creator, and I'm not focusing on like being a content creator, but I'm finding that balance. Um, and I'm finding the joy in what I do more. Like it's not. I'm just trying to get back to the old me. And it wasn't about the content, but more about just the message.
Yeah, sometimes it's good. I don't even say sometimes, it's always good to take a break off of social media.
Yeah, yeah. And
Gets a
I
new
like,
perspective, reassess.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. It's more of me. It's not me like going live talking. It's more of me going to like different chats and stuff like that. That had, I think, an adverse effect on me.
Yeah, I would recommend to anybody to unsubscribe from any channels that don't make you feel good, where you walk away not
Mm,
feeling good.
And it wasn't even like walking away not feeling good. It was just putting me in a different mindset. Like,
Yeah, that
like
part.
I said, it was like being a content creator, like creating content, creating things that people want to watch. That's not what I came on here for. I came on here to say what I needed to say. If people wanted it regardless or not, and I ain't gonna lie, through creating content, I got lost in that. And I'm finding my way back because I don't want to say, because I'm a content creator by default. I can't say I'm not a content creator because I'm creating content, but that's like, um, me just going out to be the best version of myself, and I fuck around and be something special in life. That's fine. But if I'm intentionally going out seeking the approval of others, I'd never be me because that's not who I am. And my mindset of being a content creator was me getting numbers, me getting the big chat. That was all my focus versus me just saying what I need to say.
Well, I would think that you want to create content that gets your point across in a way that people, hopefully can receive it.
I think that makes you
Yeah,
more of an influencer than a content creator. You're more of an influencer then, because it's not the content that you. It's more what you when you say what you feel like you need to say. It's not content to you. It's just you putting it
uh,
out there. So now you become like an influencer to me. That's how I
yeah,
view it
yeah.
because
But
there's no content behind. Go ahead, Commander. What you say?
You can say the same thing in different ways, right? There's different ways to say the same thing.
But I think the difference is when you say what you need to say, it's not. It's like the only delay in what you want to say is you trying to make sure people understand it. It's not like you putting out, all right, let me put it in this format. No, you just go out there and say what you need to say. So you just push go live and you just go on have that conversation. But when you start overthinking it, now it becomes a content and more and less of an influence. It's more like it's like
It's more. What
right.
this is where I got lost at. Like if you watch my first video, it was just me saying what I needed to say. Just me, whatever I felt like needed to be said, I said. That's how I created the content. But as I progressed, I started thinking like, well, what do people want me to say? What can I say that people will be drawn to? What and that's when it became more of a content creator versus like Gary said, I never really looked at myself as an influencer, but the way you said it, yeah, I understand. So like Gary said, instead of me coming on saying what I want to say and having the proper influence on people, I start focusing on the content. Like what do but within my own morals and value system. So I mean I'm not saying I created like clickbait or um I was feeding into what the crowd wanted, nothing like that. But my mindset was like it was more of like if I do this or say this, I can get these numbers. You know, exploring the analytics. It wasn't fun to me no more. I wasn't enjoying myself. It felt more like I ain't gonna say a job, but it felt more like uh, yeah, more like a
Felt
job.
more like schoolwork. Like, nah, I gotta do this way in order for it to get approved. Like a like that type of scenario. Instead of you saying, you know what,
Mm.
I'm gonna just go on out there and just say it the way I need to say it. And then when you say it like that, you're like, all right, I did well enough. I'm good. And then you
He
could
was trying to
just,
be more tactful.
Mhm.
He was trying to be more tactful to get like whatever the algorithm, the views, which this what most
Yeah,
people want. Most people want that.
but
You
the
don't want to
funny
go
part,
speak to a crowd of nobody, but it takes time, I guess, to grow a community. My husband always says it's the way it's the way you say things. It's not what you say, it's the way you say it.
when you say it, I always add that into because you can say the right thing the right way at the wrong time. Think about it.
That
I can
too.
say if ain't nobody watching my video, I can say the most profound shit, but guess what? Nobody ever heard it. I could have said it the right way. I could, you know what I'm saying, but no one's there to hear it. I just said the profound shit at the wrong time. I said the right thing the right way. It was just the wrong time because nobody listened. So that's I mean, but I had clarity. Like the content will be like even talking about abductive and deductive. The reason I'm talking about that is because that's just something that's in my heart that I want to share. I don't care how people take it because hopefully, like Gary said, one person will benefit from it. And you know what, I'm doing it. You know what motivated me to do it? Because I knew at least one person would appreciate it, and that's Brother Gary. I know for a fact what I do, he will appreciate it. I know that for a fact. He will
So it's
appreciate
not
it.
necessarily to make money. It's more like a hobby, something
I
you
had to
enjoy
leave that
doing.
alone. And see, I had to leave that alone, because I was thinking
Yeah.
like that. But thinking like that, I have to put myself in that mindset. So things will be different. It will be more like a job because the goal is to make
Right,
money. That's
right.
why I say I probably won't be doing that much editing no more. If it pays for itself, fine. But I'm not paying out of my pocket. So the StreamYard is gone. I canceled my editing apps. I'm gonna just come on here and do my thing with what I got. I
Let
can
it
use
go.
OBS. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If it pay for itself, it pay for itself. That's fine too. But I'm not. I have to detach certain strings. So because I mean, for a minute, I'm like, I'm straight, bro. Like I don't even feel like knowing this shit.
Morning, young Riaz. How are you?
What up,
Yeah, for
Riaz?
me, if like for me, right, it like, like I said, I went around and I asked people like, yo, do y'all think I should do this? And they like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. I just feel like I have to do it. It's like I'm not looking for monetary gain. I'm looking just because I see people not doing it enough. Now, as the year went along, I did meet some people that do the same thing that I'm doing. So, that's why I could say, you know what? Let me come to the nine because we have the same agenda. The agenda is to make people a better version of themselves. If you just do your part, everything else is going to take care of itself. I truly believe that. That's why for me it's not a big thing that I'm in the 9%. I'm not losing my individuality. I'm adding something to something that I know can work. So it's not a loss for me. It's a gain. And when I gain, everybody else is going to gain because I know that this can work. And I truly know this can work. So that's why for me, it's not a big deal. I can continue this until my mind says, you know what? You playing yourself, you tricking yourself. This is not working or whatever is going to do. I don't think it's going to do that. I'm just saying that's the time for you to step back if that occurs.
It could also be like the wrong platform. Like if you go to the meat market preaching vegetarian, it might be the wrong location. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, that's
I don't
true
know if that
too.
makes sense.
No, it makes
Commander
perfect sense.
coming with the analogies. That's what I'm talking about.
But then the vegetarian might think, all these meat eating people, they need to go vegetarian. They need to know what I know about what I eat, you know? So you could look at it both ways, I guess.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if YouTube is the right platform for me. Like, everybody keep telling me to do TikTok, and I think I'm trying to see. I gotta talk to Rach because I'm gonna set my. She said set my account on business, and I can go live. So I'm gonna look into that at the end of the year, though. Trying to go live on TikTok.
Well,
But it's like,
whatever you put your mind to, you're gonna be great at it. So I'm not even worried about you. I'm really not. You're gonna be great at it. So you got this.
It's going to be huge. The
it's
word
gonna be
finally dropped, the
huge.
Trump.
It's gonna be so huge. It's gonna be awesome. They're all gonna love it. You're all gonna love it. It's gonna be so big. You're gonna say, "Wow, it's really big."
Gary.
Man.
What do you think about that,
Yeah,
Gary?
I don't think nothing. I ain't even want to touch that one.
Okay, it's gonna
But
be huge. It's gonna be
okay.
bigger than
Well,
big. It's gonna be so
but
big. We're gonna say, "Gosh, never seen anything that
we,
big before."
oh yeah. But we know somebody that's getting ready to be great though. And I'm like I said, I'm super excited for this individual, right? I'm just
Mm-hmm.
waiting for them to go on ahead and come on out. I'm ready. We in the background. We about to put some flyers out, commercials. We waiting for this one to come
Commercials.
out. I ain't gonna say no names, but
No
they
names
know who
shall be
they are.
spoken.
Uh-huh. We just waiting. We got listen, we understand that there's no expectation that can be put on this individual more than what they put on themselves, right? I'm just saying that this individual is so dope and awesome. I'm not worried about that individual either. I'm just waiting for them to drop it, and then he or she got the support of everybody that they rock with. That's all I'm gonna
He or
say.
she. The hell are you talking about? He or she, a hermaphrodite?
He or
I,
she.
he
Oh,
or
he or
she,
she.
not he, she.
Like, what's going on here, bro? I'm just talking
All
shit.
we
right, nice. Good
we
night.
trying to be tonight. Yeah, we trying to be anonymous.
Man, everybody
Anonymity.
know who you talking about,
No, they don't.
bro.
No, they don't. I remember I said this on somebody's. I went somebody's live. They're like, "Wait, what? That person doing that? Oh my god, I didn't." Yeah, I know.
See, and I've heard plenty of people say anonymity. If you want to be anonymous, that means you're fake. I mean,
No, that ain't what that
it's
means. That's bogus. That's bogus. Because that's
They
like
got
when people ask
anonymous
me.
authors. It's still
Mm-mm,
authors to this day that write books under anonymous name.
right. Like, like I really believe. Like people ask me why I don't never show my face because I don't want my face to be seen. That's not important. The message is important. It shouldn't matter what the face is. The message should be more important than the face.
people
But
do like to see a face though.
I don't care.
I
That's their problem. Take the
I
message.
didn't want I didn't want to show my face because I wanted people to stay in my chat. So see how that worked out.
So you might as well show the face. Then you might bring them back. Did you try
Mm-hmm.
that? What up, though? Let's delineate.
Mm-hmm. I
But
got
yeah,
more words for you.
yeah. Listen, I'm telling you, you and God is D. Y'all might as well just do word of the day. You do one in the early morning. She do one in the afternoon. We gonna be geniuses after that. I was watching something, and they told me that If you was born on the 25th, you a genius. So I ain't worried about it.
So that was my mama's birthday. She was born on the 25th. My mom
You
was
was
the
born on
same.
the 25th. You a genius.
I
How's
guess.
the
Just like that.
mentorship going?
So, oh, I was
How's
supposed
the
to do.
mentorship going?
I was supposed to do the next because I'm going twice a month, but I missed the last one because I was all messed up. My
Okay, but you
nephews were
got it
supposed to
going?
come
You got
over.
it started?
Oh yeah, it started.
Nice.
Well, yeah, it's going good. I only did the first session, but I'm about to do the next one probably this weekend because next weekend I'm gonna be on Jared's show. Um, so I'm gonna be over there. She's gonna interview me.
Well, and it's the holiday season too, so things slow down usually.
Wait, who's
Yeah,
show?
Who's Jared?
Jared.
Oh, Jared Talks?
Yeah,
Okay, I've never been over there, I don't think. I think I've seen him come in here to the chat.
yeah. Jared, cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Jared. Jared's cool.
Is he the money guy?
Nah, nah. He just got a little. He just interview people on YouTube. He a cool
Mm.
dude.
Oh, did he interview Tay?
Yeah,
Is that the guy that
yeah.
did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he not the last interview she had, but he interviewed Taylor. Well, I don't know if he interviewed her. I think she just went up on a panel.
Yeah, I remember he interviewed her. He was asking all kinds of questions.
I'm just waiting to see what people say if they want me to go live Thursday or they want me to do an upload. I'm trying to be there for the people. So y'all go to the community wall and y'all vote if y'all want me to go live Thursday or y'all want me to do an upload. Yeah, I don't have a problem with either or, but it's for you guys. It's not really for me. I'm trying to be there for you guys.
I'm gonna go.
I'll be super busy.
I say you go live just for fucks of it. I'm gonna be there talking shit.
You ain't gonna be there. You're gonna be watching the Lions and the Bears. You ain't gonna be
Oh
nowhere.
yeah, don't go live until I go off. Once I go off, then you go live. You go live before that. I talk to you after. I'll be in your comments.
Some of us might be in Fudakuma. Depends what time of day.
I know I did one last year, and I mean, I was just starting, so I don't, it's not about the numbers. It's just about, like I said, it's about people that don't celebrate the holiday, and they may want something else to talk about or whatever. But I'll probably be thanking them. I'll probably be, yeah, I'm thankful for you guys, like I did last year. So either way, it's up to you guys. Whatever y'all want, y'all hit the community wall and post what y'all want to. It's a poll up there. Y'all go ahead and vote.
I'm coming over and bringing the harvest with me. We'll talk about the harvest. I'm gonna
Okay, so when are
educate
you
you
doing
some more.
Jared?
The 30th, I believe.
Oh, okay. What's the 30th? Like the weekend?
Yeah, I
That's a
believe it's
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. What time you doing? What time you doing this?
I don't know.
You know what the 30th is. I ain't gonna tease you, but you know what the 30th is. War games.
Are you serious? Oh, you know what? And I think it's at 6 o'clock. Sorry, Jared.
Are the Lions playing or something?
No, that's the wrestling match, the WWE
Oh,
War Game.
wrestling.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jared.
The Lions playing Thanksgiving 12:30, so he'll be straight. So I'll probably come on around 3:30 because they probably be beating the Bears like 62-3 or something. So I'll be going live. I
Yeah.
might
We
do
went
the
shopping
live
on
out.
the weekend. My husband made us
Mhm.
rush home because of wrestling. He's like, we got to be home by this time because wrestling's going. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
telling
bring
you,
down the groceries. You put them away. Like, oh. Thanks.
I'm telling y'all that wrestling is bringing people back, man. It's bringing people back to the good old days of just yelling and having fun. That's why we have the sports page. That's why we talk about it on the sports page. I'm seeing little people come in there a little bit more and more when we talking about wrestling. I seen it. We can talk about that. I know there's a MMA fight on what's that? The 7th. So it's a round 2 fight. I forgot the name that fast.
We got Realist. Maybe he'll come on panel one day with you. Talk about the
Real
wrestling.
is gonna do his own wrestling channel. I can see him doing it. I swear. I can see him doing it.
Prez was supposed to do it. Prez was supposed to start a wrestling channel too.
But Prez been busy lately. He been doing his own 1-2 step. Shout out to Prez. We still on the team, homie. So, shout out to everybody that's here and shout out to everybody that's gonna catch the replay.
Shout out to everyone's here. Shout out to everyone far and near. Shout out to everyone. Okay, let me get off and get to sleep.
Bye.
Another case. I'm about to take my okay. Intro. Let me get off this. So I'll start talking stupid. But yeah, I'll let it turn. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nation. If I say anything that resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that share button. Tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.